when we talked about, by me doing the wrongness that I did inside, I was emotionally broken then. Okay. But let's be honest, guys, that's how people cope inside. The tables, the hustling, bringing the bag in, the gambling, the everything but you would think you would want to do. So is that not, is that not reform? I mean, is that not what a coping is? I mean, what y'all think?
Say, for instance, when we was young and we had bicycles, pedal bikes, and we got a flat tire. So now what we do is we go and just put some more air in the tire and just ride it until the air goes back out. We can still ride the bike, but the tire is still broke. It just and we're gonna put some more air in it again, and we're gonna keep riding it all day. I did it. I remember I did it one time on my cousin bike, and I got her a flat tire, and I put the air in the tire real quick and let her ride. And then I said, go on, ride. And she rode it, and she said, I don't know, I just ran over something, I got a flat tire. I put some more air in the tire, and I said, keep on riding. So my point is that we came in broken. Obviously, to end up in prison for crimes you did or did not do, but you did crimes that you didn't get caught for, you was already broken. Because the system that's in place made sure that we were broken. This is called breaking a slave. It's called the Willie Lynch syndrome that he said he's going to hand down through generations. And it has been handed down in our bloodline. So now we already entered broken. That's why it was so easy for me to pick up the bag, the knife, to stab the people, to do whatever in prison, because I was already broken anyway. All I did was fell into more brokenness. But it became a point of time to where I realized that I was broken. And you said something very, very, very important. I went through it too. Just being young and being molested by people because my parents was drug addicts. And now my family, I be on my cousins and them right now when they used to be drinking and drunk, and my little baby female cousins and male cousins around. I'd be like, look, y'all got people in y'all house and these babies around. See, because I was that baby. When mama and daddy was shooting that dope, I was the baby with their friends. And my mama's girlfriends always called us their boyfriends. And we 5 and 6 years old and playing with our wee-wee. See, so we was being broken and psychologically molested and physically molested so early on in our lives that we never had a chance to have a real childhood free of at least psychological molestation. So when I got to prison, I had already been psychologically molested, physically molested, socially, spiritually, economically molested. So I'm about to hang with my molesters now. Because I know you did. You've been through it too, and you've been through it too. We can relate.
Right.
That's how all of us end up relating. Because we recognize the pain, we just couldn't name it. So now what ended up happening for me is that once I recognized that pain, and it didn't take me recognizing seeing me. I seen a guy eat some doo-doo. I was in the hole right across the hall from him. And he told the police, he said, y'all gonna get me out of this cell. And it was just this day that window covers was open in a hole on this day up at Berger. And he was like smashing on the window. He was like, huh. And then I really started thinking to myself that I really wasn't broken. I was broken, right? But that made me realize that just how deeply broken we can become. That this man ate the doo. He didn't spit it out either. But guess what? He ate the physical doo-doo.
Right.
We've been eating feces our whole life. We've been eating feces our whole life because we never wanted to admit that we've been broken. So we kept on eating the feces that society was putting on us. So now we learn to smell this feces. We can smell it now. So now when I smell it in a room, my arms are open to help somebody because I know that smell, bro.
Right.
I know that smell. You ain't got to tell me what happened to you. You ain't got to put it on the floor like you just said. You ain't got to talk about your crime. It happened.
Right.
I don't want to know the details. But if you could tell me anything about your beginnings, that will explain why you committed your crimes.